Hey, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Bros.
Jackie?
What?
This is Dunlap.
I know.
We did it.
What?
We did it.
Did what?
Our 11-year plan.
What is it?
10-year. When did Trump come down that escalator?
I lost count. Seemed like 25 years ago.
9-year
All
plan.
Yeah. All right.
To get Trump elected president again has paid off, has borne fruit.
What?
What did you think that we were just on here running him down?
Well,
every
yeah.
chance, calling him Hitler?
Southern Hitler, Yankee Hitler.
Yankee Hitler?
Yeah.
You think we were doing that for fun?
Well, I don't know if it's fun. It's fun for me to say it, I guess, yeah.
You think we were on here spouting woke nonsense out of fun?
What?
For fun?
I don't know if it was fun. I did, just common sense. I don't know what was woke, not, but you hear, what the hell's going on and stuff. What?
You better watch out, Jackie. You'll get canceled. Or will you? Not now. Trump is back, and we did it. Anybody could have got him elected the first time. One time, sure, people are curious, self-destructive. Gambling sites are legal now.
People get mad. They're like, I'm going to vote for this because nobody likes it. I'm mad. I'm mad about something here. Look at here. Look how mad I am.
But we knew that people always look at him as an aberration.
What?
As something they just had to get through. We knew, of course, that the pandemic was coming and that after that...
I didn't know that. Hell.
We'd elect a Democrat. We didn't know it was going to be the oldest living Democrat.
Well, who else would it be? Yeah, Bernie Sanders is a possibility, but he's socialist. He ain't Democrat.
We got Biden in there, and then we said, but that was only part one of our plan. The real rubber hits the road when you can get somebody to put somebody like Trump back in office. Imagine that. Trump president, and then he's president again. Listen, we forgot. We thought it was going to be tougher than it was. We thought all we had to do was get on here and pretend to care about women, and that would make people mad enough.
Oh, January 6th. Remember January?
Oh, yeah, that's a bad one.
That just everybody thought that was going to be. All those people, they were playing along too. I guess they going to get out. They free now.
Oh, yeah. They'll be maybe in the cabinet. Like before, they had to hide in the cabinet. They got in there and they hid in the cabinet before they got chased out, or they shit in the cabinet. Now they just get to actually be in the cabinet, not an actual cabinet, but a Trump cabinet.
I mean, they probably going to have for tourists reenactments of it every other month.
Oh yeah,
y'all get in there and do it again. They'll clean it up.
That's a good idea. People playing. Because we might not want the actual people. They'll have jobs as I don't know.
And that government job. Well, they're going to get rid of all the government jobs. I don't know how they're going to hire Buffalo Head.
Well, Buffalo Head will be in charge. They'll have government jobs that hurt people. They'll be captain of rounding people up.
Oh, yeah.
Captain of putting up barbed wire.
All right.
Captain of this, captain of that. So there'll be those jobs, but the job where I work sending checks out to sick people, gone. I help school. No, school don't need no help. Sink or swim. This is America. This country is all about second chances, and you don't get a second chance unless you have failed or ruined something or almost cooed. Then you get a second chance. And then when you get that second chance, Jackie, what were you about to say?
How many park rangers do we need?
Well, there ain't going to be no parks, Jackie.
Oh, the drill, baby, drill.
We're going to drill. We're going to put up hotels. Jared's going to get in there. Jared will be he'll be the construction czar. He'll be like America's real estate agent, which is what he should have been all along.
I am.
If you were assigning him a role. It'll be like, where's the snacks? What are people just going to walk through this park and look at it without having some snacks, figuring out which mountain to buy? Where's the water? They might get thirsty. Jackie, when you get your second chance, this is not just a second chance. This is a Trump-style second chance.
Yeah,
this is a second chance.
Yeah, nobody gets a second chance like this but him. That's it.
It's got Trump in gold letters on its side. It's the biggest. It's the best. Because Trump now, Jackie, swept into office on a wave of anger and hatred like none this country has ever seen. Well, there's been a few times. It's like one of those waves, one of the bad ones. And now he's got a mandate, he thinks.
Concepts of mandates.
He's got a concept of mandate. He's going to get airports named after him now. Now, before people would say, they troll. They say, well, how about we name it Trump Street instead of John Lewis Avenue or whatever. People say, what's these motherfuckers just trolling? I'll be trolling now. There'll be Trump statues.
Yep.
There'll be Trump colleges. It won't be real colleges, but like Trump University. And it'll be like, kind of a LOL kind of thing.
It's the best going to be Trump hospitals. You're going to really like him a lot.
Do you think RFK Jr. is going to get in there?
He ain't going to. Look, yeah, we're going to take fluoride out of water and all this stuff. Here's the thing. Like, every week, remember last time, this is going to be a repeat here. He ain't going to, he going to get tired of him for too long. RFK Jr., if he put him in charge of if he did put him in charge, Surgeon General, whatever, hell, in the health for the country, all the attention's going to go to him. Everybody going to say he crazy as hell, blah, 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 blah. And then Trump, no. I'm the one you're going to need to say is crazy as hell. I'm the one. No. You can't talk about them. All these terrible people that we're about to be introduced to. And there's going to be some terrible, awful people. Keep in mind, they won't be around but for probably a couple of months. Because he's going to get tired. If any of that, Steve Bannon was gone. I know he hired all these people back, but he was desperate, didn't know what to do. He got them back. But it don't mean he ain't gonna get rid of them again. He gonna go through them over and over again. Now, it don't mean they ain't gonna destroy the country while he's doing this, but I'm just saying it'll probably find somebody worse than the one they're gonna get. And they're gonna be bad. They're gonna be awful.
You'll think, how'd they come up with somebody this bad? It takes some work to dig down deep.
At this point, there is no decent human being that will take a job in his administration. First off, if they did, they'd be gone after a week. There's no one that will take it. So you're starting bad, and you start bad to go down. That's what we're going to end up with.
Is that true now, though? That was true before. But now he's the Republican Party. He's the Republican Party with a historic win, swept into office. Part 2, lost, come back, won.
Yeah.
Legally, legitimately.
Yeah.
In office. Republicans, Democrats, people from all walks of life said, that's who I want. And now he's got the big mo, Jack. He's got momentum. And I just wonder if people are going to catch Trump fever again where they think, I can help him with this.
But you know what's going to wind up? None of them, I don't understand. They know what's going to wind up if they get on board with that. Sure, it's so tempting. It looks great. You're going to be in prison or without a job, or you're going to end up hearing something awful and having to tell the press about it. Then you get death threats for the rest of your life. Why would anybody take a damn job? Don't make a better system, but you're right. They will.
I did hear somebody say it, RFK Jr., somebody, maybe it was just like anonymous insider, like, oh, he ain't gonna get that. We ain't gonna give that to him. That's just something we say. You say a lot of things during a campaign.
Well, sure, yeah.
But I don't know what he'll do. I think it's more dangerous to not give him some sort of job to occupy his time. If he doesn't get health minister, if you got pets, put them inside.
Well,
if you put up some more secure fencing. I don't know what he's going to do. If he ain't in there like sifting America's drinking water through a colander trying to sieve out all the fluoride, he's just going to be killing animals. He'll be walking America like Bill Bixby Hulk, just with a knife and what do you call them things you wrap around somebody's throat and pull it and choke them and cut their
yeah. Well,
with a garrote. But for rabbits.
Well,
you don't know when he's going to turn up. If you got animals, you got what? Something spooking these horses. Awful bad. Yeah, it's RFK Jr.
Keep your eyes open. That's right.
The Lord gave man dominion over all the animals, and I'll be damned if I'm not going to use it.
I don't know if that's how he sounds or not.
Well, he's close enough. Awful. Yeah, he don't want to defy God.
Awful.
Yeah.
That Trump ain't gonna like that. I think what happened was Trump was like, "Oh, this guy, I can get him to come over to me." And then just sort of like totally dominate him. You know how he likes to do.
Well, yeah.
And then he comes over and he starts showing up at his rallies. And Trump's like, I can't listen to this. I can't look at it or listen to it. And that's, Trump says that. And other people are like, how do we feel? How do you think we feel? But they can't say that. So they have to go, you're right, boss. He's disgusting. He's hard to look at. And that voice. Those strange ticks and habits of his, and the way what he says doesn't make any sense. He is weird how hard RFK Jr. tries to appear like casual and comfortable, and yet is always so uncomfortable and awkward, and it looks like his face is about to explode.
And I don't care what kind of much aftershave you put on. If whatever kind of animal you decapitated that day, that lingers with you. That smell is going to be there.
Yeah. You can't get some animal death stink off of you.
Well, especially a fish, whale, or something like that. That's what. Yeah, that stay on you forever.
Yeah, that's why. People eat whale, live far away. Nobody wants to live near them. That's the kind of joke you can make now. Fuck you, Eskimos.
Hey,
Trump is back, baby, and Jackie. Thanks to us on here being woke and pronouns and all that stuff, making eggs expensive. I'll tell you what, people fucking love eggs.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I had no idea. People worried about fucking eggs.
Hey,
hell,
watch your mouth.
I like an egg, but I ain't like gonna have Trump in the guest room for an egg. But now that he's back and he's in charge, and this country is America, part 7.
Whatever.
It's like a new chapter,
Good
and it's a Trump chapter, and he's in charge.
Yeah.
It's a realignment, Jackie. Did you hear that? A realignment. We got to get in on this. First of all, I don't want to go to jail. Yes, I'm a white, straight, handsome, Christian, cis?
Well, the place is far too busy to deal with you at the moment.
At the moment, I'll be way down the list. But eventually, what if Stephen Miller's just going through every YouTube video that was ever made, going, here's one, and they send somebody for us. When Stephen Miller shows up at my door, what I want to do and what I'm planning to do now under Trump is different. When he shows up now, I'll be like, welcome. I've been waiting for you. We love Trump here.
Wow.
We worked so hard to get him elected using reverse psychology. People were like, why would Jackie not like Trump?
What? I don't like him. Come over my house, Stephen Miller. He don't even know where I live. He don't know. Hell.
They're going to find out.
Huh?
That FBI going to report straight to Trump. What do you think them meetings are going to be like? I don't like this guy. I don't like him. Get him.
Well, come on, get me. Hell with all of them. I'm old anyway. They should come get me for get some of his youngins that probably all voted for him.
What is it with Gen Z? Man, okay, Gen X, sure. Yes, we have passed the line into complete awful, the bad guys. We are terrible. Yes, this is what Kurt Cobain died for for Trump getting back in office.
What?
Hey, you might as well just blow your head off before bleach, Kurt, because it didn't make a damn lick of difference.
Hey.
We are bad now. Baby boomers have gotten lost on their way to the bathroom, or they're just out in the parking lot trying to open a bush like it's a door. They're gone. They're over. Gen X, we're the new bad guys. I can deal with. But Gen Z, men, boys, coming up being like the new. I didn't know that the new fascist haircut was like broccoli head. I didn't know that all the Nazis nowadays just have perms.
Wow.
Sort of tracks, but I didn't. That's not what I expected. I thought kids were supposed to save us. Now, every time I'm like, oh, yeah, it's the children's fault. I thought, yeah, when I was a kid, I did a lot of dumb shit. I was racist as hell. I was not nice to marginalized people because I was scared I was going to be marginalized. I didn't know. I'm accountable now. I feel like I did 11 years on this podcast, 12 years, however many of them.
Too many.
Most of them cussing Trump, and that. But now we're saying that was to get him elected so that we don't go to jail.
I ain't. You saying that. You could just say that Alzheimer's kicking in, whatever it is, keep me out of jail. But anyway, I can't do it. I can't play that game. No, sir. No, sir.
They ain't going to put Alzheimer's in jail, but they're going to make you live with your kids. That's what J.D. Vance says. Instead of going to old folks home, you got to go live with your kids. Yeah. So I guess Jackie Jr. will be taking care of you.
We just talk. No, we ain't. We just talk about Generate Z's and all that. They ain't going to take care of nothing. They already took care of me by voting for you know who.
Listen, we got there's
Social Security, Medicare, all that stuff. That's gone. That's gone. And of course, they say, well, we're not going to get it no how.
J.D. Vance, they always got a spin on it. It's like, well, what about the Bible? What about instead of Social Security, what about the Bible? That's how we used to live in this country. What about instead of going to school, we go to the Bible? What's wrong with that? That's what we used to do, remember? Make America great again. I just think that we can get in on some of this money, Jackie. Okay, sure. Morally, bankrupt. Financially, this is where we can jump in.
Right.
This is where we can finally get paid, Jackie.
We may get paid.
We can, listen, we have a podcast.
What? They don't get no money from this.
All these podcast people got Trump to come on, all these bros, all these men, all these podcasts that are really popular that we never heard of, unlike our podcast, which nobody ever heard of, but also nobody listens to, except for our fans. Fans.
That's all who matters to me.
The folks who are here now. I'm glad you didn't go listen to Theo Vaughn.
Who?
Instead of us.
Who is it?
It's somebody.
You talk about them Russian ones. Or Russia give money for.
He's just a comedian. But yeah, the Russian ones too.
Okay.
Theo Vaughn, Jackie, people say you sound like him on the Christmas on an Island song when nobody's ever heard you talk, but have only heard that song, like Gen Z kids.
Yeah.
They're like, that's Theo Vaughn.
Whoever it is, yeah.
Well, he talked to Trump.
Well, good for him, I guess.
Do you think we could get Trump to come on here?
I don't want him on here. I don't want to get near him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to have nothing to do with him. I don't want to be my damn president.
Okay, if you don't want to make money in a Trump administration.
Not from him. No, not that way.
And you don't want to hide and live in fear by saying the opposite of what we really believe.
I ain't going to do that, no.
What about tricking Trump to come on here, making believe that we're one of them broadcasts?
Trick him?
And then when he gets on here, we hit him with the real hard questions.
He ain't got to go talk nowhere now because he's done that president. But, of course, you invite him to come talk somewhere, and you tell him that they like him and love him a whole lot. And how many people listen to him, and they'll listen, and he'll go. He'll show up.
Yeah, I think he'll be talking to people this whole time. He'll be doing little tours running around having his shows.
Can't he just do that? Leave the White House alone? Normally, that's what I would want to happen. But now I don't want to leave J.D. Vance there by himself. The only thing we got going for us that can save us is his stupidity. He's stupid. He could have done a lot more worse than he did last time, and he didn't because he's too stupid. He was stupid enough for, millions of Americans still died. but he is a dumb, stupid man. But that also is the worst thing about it because it's just as dangerous. So I don't know. That's a roll of the dice right there, whatever the hell he going to do.
I tell you, you're right about this, Jackie, though. You don't want to leave J.D. Vance in a house full of antique couches.
No, sir. No, sir. It's already, they've been through enough. Don't need him, man.
Damn, Chester Arthur sitting on you. And then here comes J.D. Vance. Jackie, I'm just trying to come up with a good coping mechanism. I'm just trying to see a place for myself in the America of the next, 3 centuries or until climate change wipes us out, which I guess is going to be like with Trump in office, 6-7 months.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily, that is one thing we got going for us is that worldwide climate collapse will be sped up so that we can hurry that along.
The hurricanes will stop them from building as many camps they need to deport people, correct?
That's true. I don't know how you insure a concentration camp, but FEMA's going to need to take out some policies because when the damn hurricane's going to wind up like in Kansas soon. So what's he got planned for that? There's not a climate czar, right? Unless it's just like Exxon.
You don't need a climate czar when you got a Sharpie magic marker.
So he's in charge now. My brain, a lot of different things I want to talk to you about, Jackie, and my brain is getting all scattered because there's so much going through it now. I'm trying
a lot going on.
Survival, money, fame. What's fame like in a post-Trump world? Do you have to have a podcast?
What is it?
I done forgot it. And that's the other thing is maybe my brain's so shot I won't even remember much of this. Oh, no, I remember what was, Jackie. How are we going to, now that he's in office, swept in, legitimately, and everybody, I mean, of course, you get on Twitter, everybody say, where'd all the votes go?
Where'd they go? They're missing here. They're right tonight, my house saying, we need to check this. He said, which he did say, he said, we got a secret. And the other guy said, wink, wink, whatever. But either way, he won.
People are like, where's the 20 million votes? And then all the Trump people are like, yeah, there wasn't 20 million fake votes from last time. You almost got it. It makes me think maybe it's a Russian psyop that they're putting out, having people say, where's all the 20 million votes? Just so they can get Trump people in the comments going, yeah, it was stole last time. I guess I could look all this up, but instead, I'm just going to ask.
How about just avoid Twitters instead?
Yeah, you got to get off Twitters now. Yeah. Unless we can figure out some way to get money from Elon Musk or Silicon Valley.
No money from him. I don't want no money
from him.
What
if we do a podcast about a Silicon Valley? It'd be like a narrative, like a story podcast. Like we'll cast you in it, Jackie, as a Silicon Valley billionaire.
What?
Who saves the world by being sexy. And then we'll get somebody from Silicon Valley to give us all that money. They don't know how much a podcast costs.
What?
We'll jack up the budget. They won't even know what hit them.
What budget? What the hell you going to do more to talk on here? That don't make no sense.
And then we'll build an underground shelter. Actually, is getting off Twitter like the liberal equivalent of planning for an apocalypse or a Civil War II or a prepper? Is the liberal equivalent of a macaroni and cheese prepper bucket canceling Amazon Prime? Is that where we're at right now? We're just worried about, and everybody's like, don't buy Tesla. Is that like, well, I just bought 3 new Glocks. Maybe we're doing this wrong. I'm just a little worried. Anyway, now Trump's in charge. They're in charge. Remember how we were worried about, well, DeSantis going to get rid of all the history books.
Sure.
And they're going to write new histories.
Oh, yeah.
Already facts don't matter. Already things that President Trump did. President Trump, I just said that accidentally.
Yeah.
Already the stuff he did, people either don't care about or forgot about or never heard about in the first place. When they get done in the next 4, 8, 12 years, however long he lives, and they let him be president, we won't even remember what we didn't like about him. This is like Reagan, 84. He come back. He got reelected. There was a small chance at some point. It's like, well, the economy's not doing so great. Maybe people will go for Mondale. I know that sounds crazy now. But then what? We got Reagan. That's when we got Rocky Ford. That's when we got damn Rambo first.
Rambo 2.
Rambo 2.
Yeah.
That's when all the American jingoistic stuff really started popping off. That's what's going to happen now. It's going to be a Trump time. And all the extra people that voted for him this time, they're going to be like, yeah, Trump was always good. And we're going to look like idiots. And people are going to listen to our podcast and say, what were they so mad about? What does Black Lives Matter? What does that mean? What are they talking about? Police are bad? What? People are going to listen to us from 2020 and they'll be like, what? Is this made up?
They probably ain't going to take time to listen to us.
No, nobody.
Yeah.
First of all, somebody's going to figure out that it saves money just to purge the internet of everything that was on it. And so everything's just going to be gone.
Start over, yeah.
Start over, which doesn't sound that bad to me. But when they start over, it'll be like, and on the, seventh day, Trump rested. They're going to do a Trump Bible, and they just put him in there. Jesus said, well, Trump's coming soon, so I better get on back and let him get to it.
It's all yours now.
And we'll be like, oh, I guess that was always like that. That's what worries me. One of the things.
It already is that way because they elected him again. He had an assault on the Capitol.
Yep. And on women.
Equivalent, yes, of women.
Assault on a lot of women?
A lot of women are claiming 34 felony. It's already happened. The history books have already been rewritten because he's all that, and they voted for him again anyway. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's true. He's there. He did it.
He did it.
He won. He won in a bunch of different ways, folks. I'm sorry. We were trying to cheer you up. He won. He got everything he wanted. It looks like the country.
Let me make correction about that. Anything he wanted. Here's what's ironic about this.
What?
Ironic, I think. He didn't want to be president the first time. He wanted to be back on TV, have a nice contract at NBC for his game show. That's what he wanted. They weren't negotiating the contract. And how do I get attention? What do I do? I need to get in the public eye. I'm going to run for president. And the next thing you know, look what happened. This time around, he don't want to be president. He don't want to be a prisoner. That's his options. You either president again or you going to be in jail. So those two options make sense to me. I'd pick president too. But by God, we gave it to him. You let him do it. That's what he's going to be. That's what it is.
We were going like, when he loses, you think they'll put him in jail? Or we're like, maybe, I bet Harris will pardon him, just try to get the country back together.
Yeah, people were getting mad at Harris just at the idea that she would pardon him and all that. I don't give a damn where he goes down. Don't want him in the damn White House.
But we didn't even know. He just got swept in on everybody likes him now. Which I know is not true. Most of the country doesn't like him. Half the country didn't vote for him. Well, almost.
Most people don't give a damn one way or the other. They don't think about it, how much the eggs cost. There were people, reports of people said, how come Biden isn't on the ballot? Didn't you say that? There were people that showed up to the poll place. Well, I was going to vote for Biden. How come they didn't even know he dropped out? People don't know anything about nothing.
No.
And if they do know it, they don't give a damn. In Trump's case.
People don't get, what'd you say? That's pretty good. Say it again.
Can't remember. Hit rewind on the button.
Put it on a shirt, somebody.
I don't know what it was.
Listen, okay, when it happened, I was like, I felt sorry for a lot of people, including myself, trans people, women.
Hurt for the women. I know plenty of women, sadly, who were hurt by this. And it's not, they ain't mad or scared or any of that. Just hurt the feelings, as it should. It's awful. It's awful. And if a woman comes up to you, you listen to whatever they got to say to you and let them get mad as they want to, and you keep your mouth shut and listen to them.
And it ain't even just about abortion. It's just sort of like anti-women.
It's just the worst. He called her a C word, a B word, everything else, and stupid. Repeatedly over and over again. I won't even get into the race part of it, but just be outside of stripping women of their rights, on top of that, insulting. And you can imagine the things that some of those folks are saying after he won. And it's atrocious, and I wish no one had ever showed it to me. But it's sick what people are saying to women in general. Of course, it always has been. Always been out there.
Locker room talk.
Locker room talk, that's what it is. Oh, it's just locker room talk. Don't pay no attention. It's just locker room talk on Twitter.
Right. That's what the stuff I say to her when I lock her in her room.
Yeah. Pitiful. Make me sick to my stomach, that part of it.
He did name his chief of staff is his co-campaign manager, the woman, I forget her name, but
I'm sure
we'll
she's
know
terrible,
it soon.
You know. But she won't enjoy it while it lasts, lady. You ain't gonna be in there too long.
If you make it to January, you'll be doing pretty good.
You're doing all right, yeah.
I mean, she did run his campaign this whole time, so
He'll
she
keep
must
soda
be.
Bannon read his road.
Well,
did it last
true.
time. He wasn't around after too long.
That's
so
a
yeah.
good point. But I did feel sorry, and I always feel sorry for the wrong people. You can listen back to a lot of these podcasts, feel sorry for the wrong people. Billy Bush. Felt sorry for Melania. I did feel like, well, shit, she's got to be fucking disappointed
Go
right
through
now.
this again, she just won't go away. Look like to me, but, it is what it is.
People are like, she gets paid every time she shows up. That's a rumor, but I like that rumor. So that's a good conspiracy theory. It makes
That's
me
better
laugh.
than somebody replacing it, a robot or somebody.
Well, I think that's
better.
part like if she doesn't show up, that means she was busy. They didn't get the check to her in time. I do like that there's somebody just writing her a check for $250,000.
The whole basis of that marriage, I'm going to guess, has something to do with checks getting wrote. But that's just me saying it. I don't mean judge nobody. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you something else that I think we held out hope for him. And I don't want to. I know you keep the kids out of it, but I'm really afraid of what's up with the what's his name, tall boy. The son, not
the junior or
yeah.
bad, the youngest one, the youngest of the yeah.
I thought maybe he'd lose, he'd fade away, and then his son might have a chance. Maybe he'd go off and with his mom and be king of Moldova or something. But looks instead like he's going to be hanging around.
He'll stick around, yeah.
Telling his...
He's the one that supposedly got him on all these podcasts he was talking about. He was like, Dad, you need to do this and this one. So he I guess he listens to all the good stuff.
Yeah. So we got that to look forward to, another one of them. But maybe he'll still... Remember how everybody always wanted Laura Bush to like secretly be a Democrat? Or like maybe put just a little bit of strychnine in his food every night?
Hey, now.
I don't think it was true. It's never really true.
No, it's not true. Don't say that.
I mean, now I feel bad for J.D. Vance's wife.
I feel bad for pretty much all the women involved in any of these men's lives that we're talking about. And it's up to them to make. They're allowed to make choices in that matter. If they choose to be with them, they can be with those men. But there's a lot of other choices they can't make by being with them.
Well, that's the election, Jackie. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about Trump?
I don't know what the hell. I ain't got nothing to say to him. I ain't got nothing to say. The country let me down. I say that. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. I thought that I didn't think he was going to happen. I'll be honest. I didn't think he going to do it this time, but he did.
Yeah, he did. We should have learned our lesson a long time ago, but we
didn't learn it enough. I'm afraid we're going to have to learn it, and it ain't going to be a pleasant learning experience this time around for people. And I feel that's going to be true for a lot of people that voted for him. But so be it. We get what we vote for. I hope we can all get through it. There's enough good people out there that the country's still worth a fighting for. There's a lot of good people out there, and some of them, believe it or not, and you don't want to hear this, and you can fight with me up and down the street about it, but some of them actually voted for him because they don't know no better. That's what I'm going to say. They ain't got a hate in their heart, but they don't know no damn better. People didn't even know Biden dropped out, like we said. People don't pay attention to nothing. And I don't know. If you only watch Fox News, you ain't going to learn what's going on in the world. You just ain't going to learn it. You ain't going to learn a whole much more if you watch MSNBC, CNN, whatever the hell else it is. But learn something. Pay attention to what's going on to you because it's going to affect you this time around.
Yeah, I think Lee Greenwood will get back on that Arts Council, though.
Okay, well, let's see. All right, we got to look for the positives in this, yeah.